The Rainbow Theatre presents the original Sylvanian Families in The Vanishing Snowman. You can read along with me in your book. When you hear this, turn the page. Let's begin now. It had been snowing all night. The Sylvanian woods were covered with a white, sparkling blanket. The birds chirruped loudly as they waited impatiently for the Sylvanian families to wake up. They knew that very soon there would be a bird table in every garden. Inside their cozy houses, the Sylvanian families were beginning to wake. Maybe the birds' happy singing had woken them, or maybe it was time to get up anyway. The snow had chosen a good time to fall. It was the first day of the winter holiday. Rusty Wildwood opened his eyes and noticed the bright glow that filled his bedroom. He was pretty sure it had snowed and hoped that it had, because there was no school that day and he would be able to go to the all-day snowman party. It was a Sylvanian tradition to have a snowman party on the first snowy day of the year. All the families built a snowman, and there were all sorts of funny prizes to win. Rusty didn't even stop to wash himself when he saw the snow. He dressed in a hurry, picked up his banjo, and hurried outside. When Holly heard her brother's music, she dashed over to the window. She was pleased to see the snow and said they would have to put the bird table up. Grandfather Smokey went to look out of the window with his granddaughter. "I was thinking the same thing, Holly. Get yourself dressed and you and I will see to it." As they took the bird table out, Mother Ginger made a special breakfast for the birds. "How about asking Mother Ginger if we can have a special breakfast too?" chuckled Grandfather Smokey. Holly wasn't quite sure what he meant, so Father Smokey explained. "Well, as you know, the Wildwoods are famous for giving parties, but we've never had a breakfast party. It would be a marvelous start to the snowman party." Grandmother Flora, who brought the babies out and was putting food on the table, laughed and said Grandfather Smokey was worse than the children when it came to parties. "Oh, I know I am," agreed Grandfather Smokey. "I love thinking up party games to play with the children." Grandmother Flora was the only one of the Wildwood family who didn't get excited about parties. In fact, sometimes she felt quite fed up with all the parties. But she knew it was a Sylvanian tradition to have a snowman party. So, shrugging her shoulders, she said she supposed a breakfast party would be all right. This made Holly and Rusty very happy, and they both dashed off to invite their friends over, while Father Herb hung up the lanterns and Grandfather Smokey talked to Mother Ginger about the food. Holly and Rusty didn't know which way to go first to tell everyone about the breakfast party. They had just decided to split up and go their different ways because it would be quicker when they met Birch Timbertop. He said that he was out exploring in the snow before he had his breakfast. Holly told him that he must stop exploring, help her and Rusty tell everyone about the breakfast party. Birch was very happy to help them and ran home to tell Mother Rose that while exploring he found an invitation to a party. Then he rushed round to tell the McBurrows about the party, while Rusty and Holly went to the Thistlethorns and the Evergreens and the Waters and the Babblebrook. Birch knocked on the door of the MacBarrows' underground house. They hadn't even noticed the snow until they let Birch in. When Birch told them about the party, they were all very pleased and said it was a lovely way to start the holiday. All the Sylvanian families thought the breakfast party was a marvellous idea. But as Misty Waters hurried through the snow with Holly, she said she hoped that there would be some proper food to eat. Holly told her that of course there would be proper food. There would be winter waffles with syrup, and potato pancakes, and popcorn, and lots of other things like that. Misty sighed and said that's what she was afraid of. Why couldn't they have healthy food like carrots, lettuce, and fruit? Holly said Misty could eat what she liked. The rest of them would enjoy traditional party food. She grinned because Misty Waters was always lecturing somebody about healthy food. Mother Velvet Slidale popped out from behind a tree where she'd been listening to Misty and Holly talking. She wanted to know if the Snowman party had started. When Holly explained that the breakfast party was going to be an extra party, Mother Velvet was very pleased indeed to think she would get two for the price of one. She went off to fetch her family and asked Holly not to start the party till they got there. Holly, who'd been running around for ages, told her not to be too long because she was starving. Mother Velvet promised to hurry and said that she would only allow Scarlet to brush her tail 50 times. Mother Velvet Slidale kept her promise, and it wasn't long before the Slidales joined all the other families in the Wild Woods garden. It was a jolly scene. Father Herb Wildwood had lit the lanterns, even though it was daytime. The Sylvanian babies gurgled happily. Some of them had never seen snow before. Everybody was happy and excited. They were all looking forward to starting the second party, the Snowman party. That is, everybody except Scarlet Slidale. She wasn't looking forward to the Snowman party at all. She was worried about her beautiful tail. Scarlet was whining that nobody understood how she felt about her tail. She went to Mother Ginger and complained that if she started running around making a snowman, her tail would get covered with snow. Mother Ginger felt sorry for her and wondered if it might be a job for her magic apron. Nobody knew if Mother Ginger's apron really was magic, but whenever she rubbed her hand over it, she could usually think up an answer to solve any problem. She told Scarlet not to worry, as she had thought of a special job for her to do, which wouldn't spoil her tail. The Snowman party always took place in a clearing in the woods, not far from the Wild Woods garden. Before long, the breakfast party had finished and the Snowman party had started. When the music stops, turn your cassette over.